How's it going, sir? Let's go ahead and get started with Mike Bresnahan.
Hey, can you guys hear me right now?
Yes, we can. Can you hear us?
Yeah, before we start, I just want to put the notice out there of the Jacob Blake situation in Milwaukee. Just such a terrible situation that we're going through in this country still after so many years of this. And it's kind of depressing, for a man to get shot 7 times by cops, unarmed, in front of his kids, that his kids will, probably remember for the rest of their lives. That's scary. And, not only for me, but, every African-American, every minority in this country. It's just something that we need to continue to work on as a society to change because, quite frankly, it's disgusting to have multiple cops around and, not even thinking about a taser or even, forget the taser, just simple combat, taking a man down instead of trying to shoot him. And, that has to change. Has to change. If you watch the video, you have cops running up to the car, and you want to talk about thugs all the time. You have cops shooting guys. It's not it. It's not it. We have to change that. We have to continue to speak about it, harp on it. And to the Jacob Blake family, we just want to let you know, for people that have a platform, we're going to continue to say your name and get justice for you, along with Breonna Taylor and every other victim of police brutality.
Thank you, Kuz. We'll go ahead. We'll get started with questions with Mike Bresnahan.
Kyle, strong words there. I appreciate that. Thank you. Trying to switch gears if possible and talk about the game. Why did you choose that shirt? Obviously a big day for Kobe Bryant on Kobe Bryant Day, and a big game for you guys as well with the win.
I just chose the shirt. It's one of the few shirts that I kind of had. Obviously it's a sick shirt. Having Kobe and Mike on it, his idol. And, I just thought it was the right shirt to wear today, especially he's 824. And that message is all around. I remember checking into the game and just looking at the score sheet or, the scoreboard. It was 8-24. It's crazy. So, R.I.P. Kobe, my brother. I love him.
And you guys came out so strong on offense too. 80 points in the first half. That's the most you guys have had in a playoff game and a half since 1987. What kind of constituted that big outburst like that? Not just in the first half, but really the entire game.
We just hit shots today. That's something that we kind of been struggling with throughout the whole bubble. And today was probably, it was our best shooting night of, preceding games and playoffs. We hit 17 threes, broke the Lakers record. Obviously, it's not a big record of 17 threes if you look at all the other teams, how they shoot threes, and how the NBA is. But anytime we can shoot threes, make them, it makes the game a lot easier for AD and Brown. So.
Yeah, how different is that from like a week or two ago, Kuz, when this team seemed to really struggle behind the arc, but not really, certainly the last couple games, maybe even the last 3 games?
It's just refreshing. It makes the game easier. Guys have to guard everyone on the court when we're all making threes, and it just makes open lanes, open lob passes. It makes everyone better when we're hitting shots as a collective group.
We'll go to David.
Hey, Kuz, David Aldridge, man. George Hill had mentioned after his game today that he thought, in retrospect, it may not have been the best idea to even come down to the bubble with everything that's going on. I just want to ask you how difficult it continues to be to compartmentalize when you have to try to get ready to play games and you're trying to make a deep playoff run, and yet you also have to constantly, remind yourself and remind us and remind everybody why you're there and why you all decided to come there in the first place.
I respect George for saying that. Everyone has their own opinion, and everyone's entitled to that. But at the same time, playing basketball, that's our jobs. That's what we have to do. That's how we make our income. That's how, we continue to make this league work. So, that was kind of a non-negotiable. We have to come play. But at the same time, he is right. It takes away a little bit from the social injustice and everything, especially prior to the season and the restart. You see there was a lot of momentum on Black Lives Matters and, trying to, fix the corruptness in, our society. And obviously it did take away from some, especially because after games, all you want to hear about is kind of, what we thought about the game, and everyone in the country, they, so on and so forth. They want a break from, the social injustice part of our society, but that can't happen. That's something that we have to continue to talk about, continue to do. And, we got to be, it's our jobs. So.
Do we have any questions on site? All right, then let's toss it to Ferdinand.
Hey, Kuz. How does it feel to be part of this moment, celebrating the life of a legend like Kobe Bryant?
It kind of sucks, honestly. He died too soon. Obviously, I was a brother of mine, someone that I always looked to for mentorship and just advice. So. Obviously, it's a difficult situation that I don't really like talking about too much, but, he's here with us at all times, and we can feel it. We can see the signs all the time. So
We'll go last question to Mike.
Kind of dovetailing off DA's question, do you personally feel like you've been able to get out the messaging that you want to since you've gone to the bubble?
I think so, but this is the biggest thing that we're dealing with right now. Everybody thinks it's our jobs to, use our platform, and we can only do so much because, you hear us talk every day about it. You hear us trying to make change, but it's up to the local officials, state officials, federal officials in these collective states and in our country to make the right decision and make right justice. I'm honestly, it's disheartening and it's disgusting to talk about. Every time you go on social media, every time you go on Twitter, you see somebody dying, and that's bullshit. So, I get ramped up talking about it, but we need to have more accountability from police departments for training guys to police the right way. We need to, put that accountability on, like I said, the local and state officials of each state to make the right decisions. We're tired of it.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you.